Throughout the course of this semester, I have gotten the chance to become various historical figures. For the French Revolution simulation, I was Archbishop Juigny, and for the Rwanda simulation, I was Public Opinion Alice Thompson. However, it is my role as Governor General William Bentinck which has stuck with me the most. Ultimately, the most demanding role for me, Governor General Bentinck forced me out of my comfort zone and forced me to become a leader that I am not used to being. I had to take charge and make important decisions. This was difficult because I had to appease to a lot of people, whether they were for or against Sati. I had to hear both sides of the arguments and decide what was best for the people of Calcutta. Ultimately, this was difficult because I didn't know what to do, and quite honestly, in my role sheet, it said the same thing about Governor General William Bentinck. He wanted to stay in the middle because he didn't want to make any major decisions, which could ultimately cause an uprising of people because they didn't agree with him. But he also wanted to stay in his position, which is something that I would have wanted to do too, especially having a position as high ranking as his. This taught me a lot about how not everything is going to be easy. I'm going to have to make those hard decisions, which may not feel great in the end. Being a leader for a group project is also vastly different than being a leader of a small nation such as Calcutta. Bentinck allowed me to experience this difference in leadership, and I again am thankful that I learned because there are going to be people who are going to be against you and people you're going to have to stand up against and argue with, which is something that, quite honestly, I've never experienced before taking this class. Another thing that William General Bentinck taught me is things about myself. To start, I learned that I can be an authoritative person. Putting my foot down and saying, hey, we need to stop arguing and we need to keep moving forward is something that I thought that I was going to struggle the most with. But as the simulation continued on, I found out that it came fairly easily to me. I just stood up and said, hey, let's just stop the arguing and continue. Otherwise, we're going to get nothing done. That was honestly the biggest thing that I learned about myself because I'm not a confident person. Another thing that I learned is I just need to trust myself more. I put more trust into this role than I think than the other characters I've been this semester. And that is because I couldn't take 2 days to mull everything over. I had to decide then and there and take that step and put my foot down. I had to trust myself that I was making the right decision regardless of what was happening. And that level of confidence is something that I have been progressing and gaining over the course of this semester, but it really came out when I was playing Bentinck. After going through all of these simulations and each character being so unique, it is Governor General William Bentinck who I have enjoyed playing the most, who I have enjoyed exploring his character and myself in it. I am grateful for everything that I have learned through being Governor General William Bentinck, and am so honored that I had the chance to become this leader and help develop my confidence and my skills and understand what will most likely be in store for my future.